You're listening to the One Man Show Network. Welcome to the MMA Fight Picks Podcast with your host, Aaron Weinbaum.
Today's MMA Fight Picks Podcast is brought to you by Hero Soap Company. Hero Soap is an all-natural soap with no harsh chemicals and are made with essential oils. This means no lab-made synthetic properties that can irritate sensitive skin. This is why you won't find cotton candy or bubblegum scented products, just real great smelling soap. Best of all, Hero Soap is USA veteran owned, and a percentage of the proceeds from your purchase go directly to veterans and first responders. Hero Soap is packaged in a water and dust-proof resealable bag that will repel the harsh elements so you can take it with you hiking, camping, wherever. Each bar of soap is handmade in Phoenix, Arizona. Every ingredient used to make Hero Soap is sourced from companies right here in the USA. Unlike other lifeless natural soaps, there are tons of great-smelling soaps to choose from. Cedarwood with charcoal, relaxing lavender, and my favorite, peppermint plus cool. And fellas, it's so good, it'll make your balls tingle. Simply go to herosoapcompany.com/discount/MMAFP for 10% off your purchase, or just enter promo code MMAFP at checkout if you don't want to type all that in. You can even subscribe and save even more money. Remember, promo code MMAFP for 10% off your purchase. You'll smell great without irritating chemicals, and you'll be giving back to USA veterans and first responders. All right, everyone, welcome to the MMA Fight Picks Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Weinbaum, and today we got quite a bit to talk about. I'm going to pick two different events. I'm going to recap our latest event, and I need to basically explain to you how to get in on the fun. You can leave comments in either Facebook or Twitter, or you can even request to join me on broadcast. So basically, for those of you asking what HAPS is, it's just basically it's free world-class broadcasting. Allows you to multicast, and just a way for other viewers to support other viewers, even financially, if you so desire. But, so yeah, what a weekend we had last week. UFC 262, Oliveira versus Chandler. I just want to go through a few fights here. A fight I didn't pick incorrectly, but I picked the weight class incorrectly. Lando Vannata defeating Mike Grundy via a 3-round decision. Groovy looked good at 145 pounds, and rightfully so. I mean, he looked good at 155 pounds. He just kind of flip-flop victories here and there. Even though he had to make the cut to 145, I was a little surprised that Grundy was the favorite. But let's not forget that Vannata has had good moments even at 155 against Tony Ferguson back when Tony Ferguson was in his prime. So there you go there. Andre Munoz defeated Jacare Souza. I don't really know how I picked this fight. I'm pretty sure I picked Jacare, but he ended up losing by getting his arm caught and broken. Yuck. And then Shane Burgos, Edson Barboza. I did pick Barboza to win. I think he was the dog in this fight, but what a weird delayed knockout. I wish I had the footage I could play it for you, but it was basically he knocked Shane a good one, and it was just like, it was almost like a liver punch. He hit him in the face, and he just goes on fighting, and he's like, boom. And it was kind of scary. It's just like one of those things you hope the guy's not hurt or whatever. But it was a good fight for sure. And then moving on, Beneil Dariush beating Tony Ferguson. What can I say, man? I don't know what it's time for Tony to do, but it's definitely time for Tony to do something different, or maybe take some time away. I don't know, man. I'm not a pro. I hate saying that, but good on Benny. He complained about not getting a Tesla afterwards, and that he had pre-ordered, so Tesla sent him a loaner. Good on you, Elon Musk. Now stop screwing around with digital coin, man. Killing me, Smalls. And round 2, Charles Oliveira beats Michael Chandler via TKO, which very easily could have been stopped in the first round. Some say that Chandler even had a 10-8 round that first round, but good on Charlie Olives to come back and be the new undisputed lightweight champion of the world. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and I'm actually going to pick some Bellator fights this week. So Bellator 259. And since I'm not getting a whole lot of action here on Haps today, I'm going to go for Clubhouse. So Bellator 259. All right. And UFC Vegas 27. All right, so let's see if I can do this. This will be the easiest way to do it. I'm going to start a room, y'all. I'm going to start a room right now. But first, the Clubhouse is weird, and this is why I prefer Haps, but, you know, it is what it is. I tried to bring over my Periscope people from Haps, but Periscope is no more. Boo-hoo, cry me a river. So let's just see here. I don't get that many. Oh. So I'm going to invite this to everyone, and I'm going to try. Let's see. I got to unmute my phone first. All right. Well, that is pretty good there. And I set my topic. So let's go. Open room, baby. Yes. Okay. So that's that. Getting to it first, Bellator. So if we do get some Clubhousers or Haps people, I will open up the microphone to either. I don't care. I should have done Twitter Spaces. I wasn't thinking. Dang it. Oh, you know what? I may try that next. So I have my copy and paste game is strong here. Okay, first up, Valerie Loretta. This is Bellator 252 against Hannah Guy. So let's take a look at Valerie. Used to be in the UFC here, and this fight is taking place at let's see here. Pardon me. Oh, flyweight 125. Okay. Take a look at Valerie Loretta first. So she's been on quite the little win streak here. Tara Gaff, Larkin Dosh, Colby Fletcher, but these people had no real records. You know, they've had like one or two fights apiece. So, yeah, interesting. And then we're going to take a look next at Hannah Guy. Just beat somebody in Summit FC 2-1. Yeah, so these girls, not fighting the stiffest competition. Let's see what Hannah's record is. Oh, my order from Cabela's has shipped. That's great news. So Valerie is only got a record of 2-1. I'm sorry, Hannah has a record of 2-1. Valerie has a record of... Why am I having trouble finding this? 3-0. Okay. Well, I'd say this is a pick-em, but let's see, shall we, what the odds have to say. Okay. Hold on. Wow. Valerie's a huge favorite, minus 600. Hannah Gray plus 425. Who might have said the odds are wrong here? Valerie. Loretta. Sadawad versus Nate Andrews. Sadawad's been around forever, but man, he's on quite a little loose streak here at welterweight. Paul Daly, Goiti Yamauchi, Brandon Gertz, Benson Henderson, and I believe that one was, at 155, so I'm not real sure what's up with that. So is this fight, I need to know if this fight's at welterweight, because I don't feel that it is. It's at lightweight, okay. So it is weird he fought Paul Daly. Well, interesting here. So it's quite a little slide for Sawad. Let's take a look at Nate Andrews. So, like I said, this is a lightweight. Just lost to Chris Wade at PFL back in 2019. Chris Wade was looking good. Beats Rashid Magomedov at PFL. So So he has 2 losses against Chris Wade and wins everything else. I would like to know what the odds have to say here. The odds have it. Oh, wow. Sawad's a big underdog here. Plus 260. And Nate Ender's a minus 340 favorite. Yeah, why not? Because I don't like Awad's losing streak here. Fabian Edwards. Why is this fight important? Fabian Edwards taking on Austin Vanderford, Mrs. Van Sant. Well, Fabian Edwards, this fight is at middleweight, but Fabian is the brother of welterweight Leon Edwards, who just happens to be in the UFC. So let's take a look first at Fabian. Has a recent loss here against Costello Van Steenis. Before that, nothing but wins. Nothing but wins. Now let's take a look at Austin, who's had nothing but wins. Vinicius de Jesus. Man, so he's got some grappling belts. Like, look, neither one of these guys has beaten anyone I've really heard of. I just wanted to pick this fight because these guys are kind of well known because of who they keep company with, quite honestly. Now, let's see here. So, taking a look at the odds. So, Fabian is the underdog. Austin is the minus 260 favorite. And I see that because I think Austin is the more skilled fighter. Because if you take a look at Fabian, you know, he's got some decisions, but he does have some punches and TKOs and whatnot. Taking a look at Mr. Van Zant here. You know, he's got a lot of submissions in there, so this will be interesting to see how this plays up. It's a kind of a puncher versus sub guy, so interesting. Next up, Darian Caldwell, versus Leandro Higo. And this fight taking place, because I gotta look, bantamweight, okay. So good. So Caldwell's back at 135 pounds, which I'm not sure how he makes that. So Caldwell just losing to AJ McKee Jr. Before that, wins over with Adam Borix, Henry Corrales. I can't seem to be Kaoji Horiguchi. Taking a look now at Higo. Just beat Ricky Banderas. Sean Bunch. He has some losses to Aaron Pico, and this is a rematch from 2018 where he lost to Darian. So, very interesting to see here. I would say that Darian is the favorite. Yes, minus 345 favorite. A big old favorite. Interesting. And plus 250 underdog for Higo, and I don't see why it wouldn't be. Okay? Next up, Chris Cyborg, Leslie Smith, and why? I don't understand. She last fought Leslie Smith back in 2016. I thought it was not that long ago, but I guess it has been. I love Leslie Smith, but it's a big task to go up to 145 and beat her. Leslie Smith, I mean, she just beat Amanda Bell. Before that, she lost to Arlene Brunko. Yeah, man, this is tough to pick. She lost, I guess, in the very first round back in the UFC in 2016 to Cyborg, and I would say the odds are going to heavily favor her. You might remember Cyborg just beat, whoops, my bad. Yeah, I'm sorry. Arlene Blenko as well, Julia Budd, Felicia Spencer. I mean, the only loss in recent years was 2018 against Amanda Nunes, so let's see them odds, shall we? Excuse me. Oh my God. A minus 1,000 favorite. I don't know that I've ever seen that in my life. Leslie Smith. A huge underdog. I don't know if the odds are that big, but they really could be. Yeah, gosh. Okay. So we're going to go into, I'm going to go ahead and leave this because it did not work. And I'm going to see about doing a Twitter Spaces. How about that? And so to do that, Yeah, I didn't have my headphones up. That's all right. I wouldn't be able to hear anything. Clubhouse recently. I do hear some feedback, but hopefully it doesn't come over on the recording. So let's do spaces. Name my space. So let's do that. So let's see if I can do this. UFC Vegas 27 picks. And why not? Why not give the old, I guess I can't do that. So, alright, I'm going to try that. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm going to name my space. Let's see what happens here. Okay, we're going to start it. So, hopefully there's not too much feedback here and everyone can hear me. Yeah, definitely got some feedback. Alright, I should be able to clean it up in the post. No big deal. So, also on spaces. So, I'm going to copy that. Let's see if this works. So, I'm just going to talk here. Oh my God, my mic is off. Horrible way to start. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So, let's get to the first fight here. And for those, the spaces thing usually works. So, we'll see what happens. Getting into UFC Fight Night, Font versus Garbrandt. Rob Font versus Cody Garbrandt. So I guess Cody did not make it down to 125. That's cool. All right, Claudio Silva taking on Court McGee. So, you know, I like Court McGee and I like his story. And I know this fight is lower on the card, but, you know, I did want to pick. He just lost to, I'm sorry, Court didn't lose, did he? Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. He lost to Carlos Condit back in a little bit. So he has 3 losses in a row. Carlos Condit, Sean Brady, Diego Lima. These, of course, all at welterweight. And then you got Claudio Silva. Just lost to James Krause, but he was on a bit of a win streak here. Cole Williams, Danny Roberts, Nordine Taleb. So really interesting to see here. Oh, my God. Now, this is really significant here. Although I don't really, you know, I'm not a super Claudio Silva guy. He's got a win over Leon Edwards back in 2014. That was a long last time ago, but still, you know. Okay, so let's take a look here at what the odds have to say. I'm going to see if I'm good on time. I'm good on time, okay. So the odds say, Silva is the slight favorite. We got Court McGee near even plus 105, so you can get Claudio Silva at minus 130, which is pretty interesting here. Huh? How about that? Let's see here. I do like Court McGee's. Had a little more strength of schedule there, but I believe he fights more often too, so yeah, so let's see here. When was the last time he fought? It was 2020, October 2020. Before that, he fought twice in 2019. I don't know. I'm trying to talk myself out of my pick. I don't like to do that, but kind of the same deal. He left once fought once in 2020 and then twice in 2019 also. You know what? I'm going to go with the more octagon experience in Court McGee. Even though there's really no value in it. Court McGee, ladies and gentlemen. Big Ben Rothwell taking on Chris Barnett. I believe this is an opponent switch. It was supposed to be Askar Mazarov. So let's take a look here at Big Ben. Just lost to Marcin Tybura. Does have that win over OSP when OSP moved up to heavyweight, where I wish OSP would have, I wish he would have stayed at heavyweight for at least one more fight, because He looks he always looks a little drained at light heavyweight, gasses out here and there, gets knocked out. Before that, a win over Stefan Struve in a fight that he should not have won because it should have been disqualified for kicking Stefan Struve in the nuts 17 times. Yeah, ugh. And then losses against Andrei Arlovski, like Ivanov, but that's back in 2019. And take a look at his opponent. So Chris Barnett is apparently kind of quasi-famous here. I think from Pride. If his nickname is Beast Boy. It's very interesting here. Like lots of people know who he is, and I'm not one of the cult guys. So he just beat someone, U80 Warriors, Ahmed Shehu. Gosh, he's done a lot of kickboxing. So he's fought island fights. Let's see, a lot of island fights. Okay, so he's the island guy. So it's not Pride. I don't know why I said Pride. And he hails, I don't want to say Hawaii and be wrong here. No, from Spain, so my bad. Spain. Fighting out of Tampa, Florida. Okay. I kind of got my guys confused here. But I'd like to know what the odds say here because so many people are high on this guy. So many cult guys that know their MMA anyway. Big Ben you got. The odds might not be out on this, by the way. Oh, very interesting. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh, there are no odds. How about Lot? Let me see, refresh and see if they're out yet. Well, since there are no odds, you know what? I'm going to go with the hype here. I'm going to go with Chris Barnett. Why not? Okay. Jack the Joker Hermansson versus Edmond Shabazzi. Let's take a look here. Jack the Joker just lost to Marvin Vettori in a unanimous decision. Before that, he had a nice win, real quick heel hook over Kelvin Gastelum. So yes. And then, of course, he loses to Jared Cannonier. Ground and pound round 2. But he has some good wins, man. Jacare Souza, David Branch, Gerald Mearshot, Thales Ladies. All right, let's take a look at Edmond Shabazzi. And the hype got stopped with Derek Brunson. Before that, he's got wins over Brad Tavares, Jake Marshman, Charles Barr, Darren Stewart. But I think it's going to be much of the same. Take a look at the odds. Jack Hermansson's a slight favorite at minus 155. Near even, though, for Edmond, if you take that boy for plus 120. And I've got to say, I like the Joker. There's a slight dog here. Oh, all right. This is a pretty good card for a free one. Let's see. Felicia Spencer taking on Norma Dumont. Let's take a look at Felicia. Just had 2 losses in a row. I'm sorry, 1 loss here to Amanda Nunes, the best in the world, 145 pounds before she beats Zara Farn and Chris Cyborg's farewell UFC fight. She loses. That's back in 2019. But she submitted the hell out of Megan Anderson before that. Let's take a look at Norma Dumont, the Immortal. Just beat Ashley Evans Smith. Before that, she has a loss to Megan Anderson. So I'm a little confused by this fight because I thought 145 pounds is going away. So I don't know what the stakes are here. Unless Norma starches her and makes a case to fight Amanda Nunes, I guess, at 145 pounds. I don't see where that happens. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, they have never fought. So, I guess that would be the only scenario. But she would have to just put on a clinic here. So you got Felicia at minus 160 favorite and Norma the plus 125 underdog. And I said, that's probably right. Felicia Spencer. All right. Let's see. I need to know how to pronounce this. So forgive me as I go to how to pronounce this next one. All right. Let's see if I can do this here. I'm gonna get right here live. Okay, you ready? Let's see if this guy can help me out here.
Yan Xiaonan.
Yan Xiaonan.
Yan Xiaonan.
Yan Xiaonan. Go on, Brian.
Yan Xiaonan.
Yan Xiaonan. All right, thank you. Thank you, Google. Yan Xiaonan. Yan Xiaonan. Okay, let's see if I got that right. Yan Xiaonan taking on Carla Esparza. Let's go Yan Xiaonan first. Just beat Claudia Gadelia. Golly, man, this girl's pretty good. She hasn't lost since 2010. So let's take a look at some of the wins here. Carolina Guaswitz, Angela Hill, Ciara Kondo, Vivian Pia. Okay, now taking a look at Carla Esparza. She's on a bit of a win streak herself. Marina Rodriguez, Michelle Watterson, Alexa Grasso, Verna I cannot say that. Verna Jandrova. Okay. So it hasn't lost since Tatiana Suarez back in 2018. Very interesting. So let's take a look at the odds. Yan Xiaonan. The minus 155 slight favorite. Carla Esparza, the slight underdog at plus 130. Ooh. Man. Oh, man. I mean, Yan Xiaonan has been quite on the killing streak here lately. This is a tough one. It's a tight fight as it should, like, as far as the odds are concerned. Ooh. I think I am going to go with the odds here and Yan Xiaonan for the win, which, I mean, I think would be considered an upset, honestly, because of the body of work. Okay. Cody Garbrandt, Rob Font. Rob Font looking for something bold here. Get it. Okay. Bad joke. Dad joke. Whatever. Take a look at Rob, though. Just beat Marlon Moraes. Ricky Simone. I believe Ricky was moving up in weight. No, he wasn't. No. Wrong fight. Sorry. This was 135. Has a win over Sergio Pettis, who is now the bantamweight champion over in Bellator. Lost to Rafael Alonso back in 2018. Has wins over Talos Samita. So, take a look at Cody Garbrandt, who just starched. I don't want to say just starched, but it was Rafael Alonso back in June of last year. So it's almost been a year since we saw Cody Garbrandt, who was going to drop down to 125 and did not. I would have liked to have seen that. Before that, he was on kind of a tough little skid there. Pedro Munoz, TJ Dillashaw, twice. So let's take a look at what the odds makers have to say. Yeah, I agree with these odds, too. These odds have been really kind of right on for me. So bantamweight, minus 130, Rob Font, and then Cody Garbrandt near even plus 100. And I like to say Rob is on a hot streak. He's been a little more frequent here. I think he just fought, actually, Marlon Moraes back in December. So it hadn't been that long, but let's take a look here. Yeah, he fought twice, or once in 2020. Once, I guess he is only about once a year, but still, I'm going to go with the hungry lion here at age 33. I don't want to say he's younger. He's not younger. And because Cody is only 29, so I don't know. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling Rob Font is coming into his, quote, prime. See what I did there? Font, quote, prime, punctuation. Okay, I'm done. Unless anyone wants to come say hello via the Haps platform or Spaces, I'm going to end it right now. And until next time, thanks for everyone that dropped by. And I'm going to call it and say shalom.
Please remember to support the podcast by visiting the affiliate links on AaronSaysWhat.com.